Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. I'm Protomario. If you thought the recent DLC prices of season passes have been just slightly out of control, just wait until you see what Dead or Alive 5 Last Round's latest costume season pass is going to cost you. $100. Now that's the gist of the story, and if that's what you came for, hey, cool. Please like the video, and I'll see you here tomorrow. But as for the rest of the story, in my opinion, it's interesting. What ended up happening is that the newcomer set features a total of 16 costumes, $18.99. And even though you can purchase each individual outfit at a $1.99 price, the costume pass, on the other hand, will set players back $92.99, and of course, tax needed for that, so about $100, and it includes a total of 78 costumes. If you do the math, you're saving a little bit of money, like $50 at most if you bought them all individually, but that's if you wanted every single one and you just wanted to buy them individually. The costume pass can be used across multiple releases and also includes a bonus costume, but I mean, look, before I start rambling, I'm going to go ahead and finish this. It's going to be followed up this month by another set of 16 costumes in May, then another 16 in June, and then another 30, and a new stage in July. Not really sure where the new stage comes in because this is costume DLC, but okay. The costume pass includes all of that content. So yeah, I spending $100 for 78 costumes and a new stage is a little bit much, as the news story that I'm reading is covering. My news sources come from Shack News. So, what is going on in the world? Do you guys remember playing games where you can unlock costumes for free? I mean, you didn't have to pay for them. You actually had to challenge yourself to unlock the costumes. And if you weren't good enough, you didn't get the costumes. It used to be kind of like a badge or a trophy of sorts. Like, hey, look, I did this on the game. And people would be like, no, you didn't. Prove it. And it's like, look, I got this cool costume. Look, I unlocked Akuma. You know, stuff like that. And now, it's just like, oh, you got the DLC? Cool, you bought it. And that's it. You know, it's like game developers have to literally insert Easter eggs into the game just to give you what you were originally supposed to get with games back in the day. I mean, it blows my mind. There are so many games that used to do this stuff and do it for free, or it would be a nice little bonus, you know, like in Metroid Prime, if you hooked up Metroid Fusion, you could play with the Zero Suit on Metroid Prime. And that was just a nice, cool little bonus. There was nothing else to it. It wasn't like you had to spend money to get that. If you just happened to have Metroid Fusion and you could hook it up to your GameCube, you got it for free. Again, if you wanted it and you didn't have the game, you would have to go buy that, but you got a whole nother game. You weren't just buying the DLC and nothing else. With other games on the market, like in the past, Skyrim's DLCs, Fallout 3's DLCs, and the price equivalent to those DLCs, the Fallout 4 Season Pass was $25, and I mean, I didn't get just a bunch of costumes for $25, you know? And a lot of people will sit here and say, well, you know what, it's because it's a fighting game, and there's not much else in a fighting game. Well, how about they fucking develop a better story? How about they actually focus on giving you new stages, new custom weapons, new custom movesets that you can download and purchase? I don't know. Look, I'm not a fighting game enthusiast, but I'm sure there's something else that you could be charged $100 for to make it worthwhile. One new stage and a special costume and 78 other costumes isn't really that exciting. And on top of that, if you buy this DLC, more than likely you're going to want to use all of those costumes at least once or at one point in time to get your money's worth. Because again, if you sat there and said to yourself, you know what, there's actually like 12 costumes I want, and that's it. and you bought those, it would still cost you significantly less than paying $100 for the full thing. But that's how they get you. That's how they try and draw you in. Hey man, you don't have the bonus costume for IN? Oh, you don't have the extra bonus stage? Huh. You know, it's like, and if you get the DLC and you spend that $100, then all you're going to want to do is use that bonus costume. So at what point in time would you ever use the other 78 that you bought? Because then, you know, you spent that money to get all those costumes and to get that special costume versus buying the ones you wanted individually. And so it all comes out bad. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you could find tons of other things you could spend $100 on. You could get on eBay. Spooked me. Someone text me. You could get on eBay and you could buy Super Nintendo with a game for around $100. You could get probably a modded Nintendo that would hook up to your TV these days for around $100. You know, you could buy an old computer and set up an emulation station for $100. Get hours worth of gaming. Years, maybe. If you're not even that huge of a gamer, a hardcore gamer. And even if you are, you probably still will get years of entertainment if you got an emulation station, you know? So, fuck, man. I don't know who the fuck buys this shit, but there's a market for it. And I hate to say it, it's probably desperate individuals who are willing to spend $100 on fake costumes that expose fake individuals just a little bit more. But hey, I'm not one to judge. If you want to spend your money on that shit, by all means, that's between you and your wallet. As for me, I'm gonna go play, I think $100 worth of awesome video games. I'll see you guys next time. Please leave me a like. Whatever else you want to do, tweet this at whoever, show this to whoever. If you got a big fighting game fan, a big Dead or Alive fan, let me know. And I've been your host, Protomario. I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, and God bless, ladies and gentlemen.